My dear children, welcome yet again. Another session of English literature. Pan? Well, is it a pan? I don't know. Maybe. We'll consider this to be a pan. This is the lid. And what's this? Fruit cake. Okay. Now I take this cake, I dump it in the pan, close the lid. Pancakes. My dear children, this is the best way of explaining. Question is, what is a pancake? I'll give you the answer. When you take cake and put in a pan and close the lid, it becomes pancake. Well, this is written in your book. Okay. So my dear children, around the world in pancakes. Most of your lessons in English literature are excerpts or have been taken from novels, stories, or poetries, any kind of that. This one is an excerpt from a blog of a person who is into cooking. Whenever you go and visit some of the good restaurants and hotels, there's a person whom you must have seen wearing a white tall hat. And that person is the one who serves you delicious food. He is called a chef, not a chef, chef. Right? So basically, Sid Mehta. Well, I have written Sid. His name is Siddharth Mehta. Well, there was a time in India when women used to cook in the kitchen. There was one man who changed this entire equation for good. His name is Sanjeev Kapoor. If you are interested in knowing this person, please go and check about his life and his journey in Google. Right? So Sanjeev Kapoor is also a very brilliant chef. Sid Mehta's blog. Some of you might say, so what is a blog? Well, there's a website called www.blogspot.com where you can go, open your account and start writing. And you can share that blog with your friends across the globe. Okay? People read your blog and share your blog. If you have seen the movie Three Idiots, when the movie ends, you must have seen that Rancho started writing blogs. Right? So that's all about blogs. It's a very good habit of writing. So this story, Around the World in Pancakes, tells us about the journey of pancakes. Previously, it was something very different. Now it changed. I will show you. This chapter is basically full of information. Right? It might sound a little mundane, but yes, it's about remembering most of the information which is given. But I'll present a very simple format to you, which will be easy for you to remember. Now, there is something very, very strange. You must have heard about fossils of dinosaurs, right? Have you ever heard about a fossil of a pancake? Well, there was a research done and it was found that the oldest pancake was baked in the world 30,000 years ago. Can you imagine? Well, what a journey it must have been. How many of you love dosas? Well, South India is famous for dosas. Saravana Bhavan is one of the best eating outlets in Chennai. How do you make a dosa? You make a batter. What's there in the batter? Flour, water, and some ingredients, spices for that matter. You mix it properly, pour the entire thing on a hot surface, which is normally round in shape, and you get dosa. And then you carry the dosa and serve the dosa. You eat it with chutney, right? But before I start the chapter, so this is basically the backdrop. Now that you know the chapter, now that you know what a pancake is, I'll take you to some important words here, vocabulary. First, I've already told you about batter. How do you make a batter? You must have seen mommy doing it. It's a white color kind of a fluidic stuff. Flour, water, spices. Mix it and you need to keep it for some time before making the dosa. What is culinary skills? Culinary. C-U-L-I-N-A-R-Y. Like for example, we talk about communication skills, right? Culinary skills basically deal with the skill that makes you cook properly. That's your cooking skills, culinary skills. Beaten. Well, this beaten is not this one, okay? When you say, well, I had beaten eggs for breakfast. Beaten eggs means you break the egg, pour the yellow and stir it. That's stirring. That stirring is called beaten egg. Okay, it's not like beating an egg on the head. Blend is mix. You will come across a word called scallions. Scallions means spring onions, vegetable. And finally, cuisine. You already know the meaning of cuisine, which is dish. Now, talking about pancake, African countries like Ethiopia and Somalia normally eat sour pancakes, not the sweeter ones, sour pancakes. Come to European countries like France and Lithuania. They eat bitter pancakes. How do you make a pancake? Process. Make the batter. Spread on a heated surface. Yeah, that's called a tawa, frying pan. And then your round pancakes are ready. We don't have a mind map as such in the chapter, but there is some evolution. This is very important. How did pancake evolve? So as I said, it was discovered 30,000 years back. Back then, we were cavemen. Our ancestors were monkeys, apes. Then the batter was different. It was flour, ferns, and cattails. Well, cattails are actually plants. So they used to mix it, okay? And they used to bake it. Was there tawa back then? Was there frying pan? Did the concept come? No, right? So they used to spread this entire thing on a stone slab. And then they used to put some oil so that the batter doesn't stick to the stone. Got it? Those pancakes were called stone pancakes. Later, yes, during another like around 500 years down the line, the batter changed. Milk, eggs, flour. These made the batter now. That is called the American or British pancake. Milk replaced water, eggs, flour. So now that ambrosial, delicious taste will be coming. Finally, let's come to our generation, young generation pancakes. Nowadays, pancakes are normally sweet and they are served with a lot of toppings. What are the toppings? Fruits, ice cream, jam, chocolate spread, seafood, cheese, meat, vegetable stew, okay? That's like very famous in Slovakia. Semolina and butter, which is very famous in Morocco. So what you need to do is like you already have everything presented to you in a chart. It's very tasty. You can just read through the chart and digest it completely. Otherwise, I would request you to go through the chapter at least once. I know it may not interest you much, but I love pancakes. How many of you love pancakes? On that note, I'll leave you to cherish this chapter on pancakes. I'll see you again with the notes and question answers and everything, but that will come at a later time. As of now, there is a recipe which is given at the end of your book. Try doing that with the help of your mother or parents. So that's basically making a pancake with Nutella. Have you heard about this brand called Nutella? Well, it's like mainly makes chocolate spread and mayonnaise. Try making a pancake with the recipe which is given in the book. On that note, let me know how it tastes. Bye bye.